I'm Maddie, architecture enthusiast and resident builder for Sims VIP. If your first thought when you think of build mode is, all I can build is a box, then this series is for you. So keep watching for tips and tricks on how you can build out of the box. We're almost done with our box exterior. It's looking pretty fancy, but something seems missing. Landscaping is often overlooked or avoided, thought of as superfluous or unnecessary, but adding a bit of greenery into your lot can bring a great amount of life. Let's start with the terrain paint tool. The terrain paint tool can get confusing. There are a lot of choices and it ends up looking, well, painted. So here's the super easy way of doing a paint. Take a material that's close to the ground color with a little variation for grass, scratchy, and patches. Put on the softest setting by adjusting the slider all the way to the right and choose the size that'll fit around your plant width. Done! Using the airbrush tool makes it look like the plants are actually planted and growing instead of placed. Airbrushing can also make other objects like monkey bars, decks, and desire paths look really neat. Trees are the one plant that may not fit in every lot. If you have a lot of space left over and need something large to fill, trees are definitely a great thing to place. However, trees that are too close to the home can get in the way of the camera, and if placed incorrectly, can block the home from view. If you don't think a tree will fit in your lot, opt for shrubs instead. When placing trees, try clustering shrubs, grass, and flowers by the trunks in order to balance out the green leaves on top with some green plants underneath. Paint the area around the trunk to make it look like the roots of the tree go a lot deeper than just the surface. When placing shrubs, vary the type of each plant so you don't get caught up in patterns. Place the tall plants first, then fill in the gaps where dirt can be seen with low-lying plants like brown pansies or dull daisies. Add bushes or taller plants in corners and empty wall spaces where plants would gather. Instead of alternating heights, create a smooth slope from tall plants to smaller plants, ending with the low plants on the edges. Now let's look at the types of gardens you can have on your lot. In a borderless garden, you must rely on the airbrush and the low-lying plants to frame your garden area. Like the pictures you see here, borderless gardens look best where there is little space between plants. Turn on bb.moveObjects on and hold the Alt key to move plants freely. Overlapping is the key to great garden variation and can make a small space look packed with blooms. On the other hand, bordered gardens have clear ending points, the fences. Airbrush the inside to make it dirty, but go a little outside the border to make the transition less harsh. The same planting process applies as with the borderless gardens. Pick some tall plants and fill in with smaller plants. Fences give a structured look to your garden and can make a house look wealthier and less rustic. If you've been following along, you're now in possession of a box that doesn't look like a box at all. We've started picking an interesting shape, using coordinated color on the walls, and matching the fences and floors. After that, we added interesting wall details, then filled the rest of the spaces with decor and landscaping. Up next, for Out of the Box, we'll see how the same rules can apply to modern houses and townhomes on the exteriors. Then the week afterwards, we'll start on the inside. Stay tuned!